Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Fancy Breakfast Toast. Today is going to be a simple recipe, but it's going to be super delicious. It is a breakfast toast, but it's going to be a really fancy breakfast toast. So the first thing we're going to do is prepare our bacon. Now you can cook your bacon however you like, but my secret, which I guess is not going to be a secret very shortly, for how to make perfect bacon every time if you're someone who likes the crispy bacon, 370 degrees Fahrenheit in your air fryer for 8 minutes. And it's going to be the perfect bacon every single time. And if you want to purchase the air fryer that I use, discount code is in the description below for the tasty air fryer. So I'm going to lay 4 slices of just organic, uncured bacon. You can use applewood smoked if you want. I'm just using like a regular one, no fancy flavors or anything like that. And I'm gonna throw this into my air fryer, again, 370 degrees Fahrenheit for 8 minutes. While the bacon is cooking, we're working on the rest of the recipe. So I have some cherry tomatoes. I'm just going to take them off the vine and we're going to cut them in half. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and also like this video while you're at it. There is nothing better than a delicious breakfast toast. Honestly, toast is one of those things that I feel really fancy when I make it. And then when I see all these like breakfast restaurants that have really expensive toast, I can just make that at home. And that's exactly what we're doing today. So these cherry tomatoes are gonna bring so much flavor and they are ready to go. Now, of course, you could not slice them. You actually could just leave it whole, but I like to slice them because it cooks faster in the pan for the next thing that we're gonna be doing. So for my toast, I'm actually just gonna be using the last slice of my fresh sourdough bread. And if you wanna see a recipe, make sure to head to my social media. I have a lot of sourdough recipes there. And I use this beeswax wrap, which keeps my sourdough fresh for up to a week, maybe even slightly over a week. And it's like not dry at all, and it keeps the bacteria out. So I have my last slice here. And of course, this beeswax is gonna be linked on my Amazon storefront if you wanna purchase it. It's just great for storing bread or bread-related products in general. I have a stainless steel pan. It is heating on a medium heat, and I just lowered it to low. We did the water test, it is ready to go, and we're gonna keep it on that low heat. I'm now gonna add some avocado oil. We're gonna give that a second just to heat up. And into our pan, I'm gonna add my cherry tomatoes. If you have a splash screen, go ahead and cover it so you don't get any of the moisture splashing up at you. And I'm also going to now take 2 small cloves of garlic, and I'm gonna add it directly to my pan. Just going to press that into the pan. And I like to do the fresh garlic because it's just way more aromatic. But you can, of course, use the one that's minced in the jar. That's totally fine as well. So this is on a very low heat. I'm gonna add some salt, some black pepper, mild paprika, a little bit of red pepper flakes, just a little bit for like a zest. It's gonna make it slightly spicy, but not too spicy. We don't wanna overwhelm the flavor of the tomatoes because they're just delicious on their own. And we're gonna add a little bit of garlic powder as well. These are looking gorgeous, and I'm just going to start pressing them down like that. We wanna let these cook for about 2 to 3 minutes so that they get nice and blistered and just are like really, really soft. At this point, I'm also gonna add a little bit of olive oil for that flavor. And I like to take some fresh Italian parsley. And I just do kind of like, you can do a rough chop. I just do like, just kind of rip it up in there. Because I want it to start seasoning that olive oil and those tomatoes. But I don't want to overcook the fresh parsley, so I like to kind of add it at the very end, just for the last like 30 seconds or so it can get warmed up, but not overcook entirely. Our tomatoes look done. I'm gonna go ahead, turn the heat off, and take them out of the pan, just into a separate dish, so we can work on cooking our eggs and our toast. Turning the pan back on a low heat, I'm now going to add in my eggs, and I want them to cook in that delicious oil that we just made. I'm gonna add a couple extra sprays of my olive oil. Make sure it's on a very low heat. I'm gonna add our eggs to the pan. We're now gonna add a little bit of salt to our eggs. And tiny sprinkle of the crushed red pepper flakes. And you don't want to touch these eggs. You want to let them cook. You don't want to disturb them too much. I like to do a couple extra sprays of my olive oil. Make sure it's just like soaked deliciously in that olive oil. And we're just letting these cook. Don't disturb them too much. Now I'm slowly, gently lifting my eggs from the edges. Just giving them a little bit of a push, but don't force it, otherwise you're gonna break the egg. And I'm gonna move my eggs over to one side of the pan, because for this very last piece, we're gonna add a little bit of extra olive oil, and we're going to toast our bread directly in the pan. I'm just gonna let it warm up and soak in the flavor that's in the pan. So my eggs are now done. I'm going to take them out of the pan and put them, actually, let me show you this bacon first. Take a look at that perfectly crispy bacon. So I'm gonna take out my eggs and I'm gonna put them just on my plate for a moment, so I can finish toasting up my bread. I wanna raise my heat to like a medium heat, and I just wanna finish toasting up this bread. I put some extra olive oil on top as well. We want to get it nice and flavorful and fully toasted on both sides. You could also just throw it in a toaster oven if you want, just for ease, but I like it for it to soak up all the flavor and all that like delicious olive oil that's already in the pan. We're ready for the final assembly of our toast. So I have my beautiful piece of toast right here. I'm going to now take some burrata cheese, and we're going to split it on top of our toast. So I'm just gonna cut this in half. I'm actually just gonna cut off this end right here. Don't worry, we're gonna eat that later. Let's go ahead and spread this out. Gonna add some extra fresh cracked black pepper, just a tiny bit. Some flaky sea salt. We're going to add our gorgeous tomatoes. Oh, it's just like, it smells incredible. It looks incredible. And this feels fancy. Like I'm telling you, I feel like when you go to those breakfast places and they sell toast for $20 a toast, you just made a $20 toast for like less than $5. This is gorgeous. I'm gonna add maybe just a little bit of our extra olive oil, because there's never enough olive oil. I'm gonna top it with my bacon and my 2 gorgeous eggs. And that is it. You have a fancy, delicious breakfast toast, super indulgent, and just curbs all of those cravings. You get the fattiness, you get the freshness. Let's do a little cross section. It's gorgeous, it's cheesy, bacony, egg. Let's get our perfect bite. I have my perfect bite. I cannot wait to dig in. Cheers. What else can I say but absolutely delicious? I absolutely love this recipe. I know you will too. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Also hit that notification bell to never miss a tasty upload. Till next time.